This is cross step balancing. So you can see I'm starting off on one leg. Say it's my left leg. I'm going to start off on the right side of the mat, so the opposite leg is free off the balance surface. And if the surface that you're on is even wider than that, that's okay, but just try to keep it balanced. Try to make it a single leg balance. And then you take that opposite leg, cross it over, and you want to try and put it at your next point, whether that's hip width or further across, but in line with the other foot. And then I'm going to release the other foot, come off. I'm going to swing it around. I'm going to step in front and put it back where it started as I come back. So you can start off doing forward cross steps and do however many reps you want to do here. And then after you get as many reps doing forward cross steps, you can then do behind cross steps. So I'm going to step this foot behind and place it and come back. Swing it around, place the other foot behind. So the foot that is stepping is actually reaching behind the leg as opposed to in front of the leg. You want to make sure you get both of these. You want to get behind reaching cross steps, and you want to get in front reaching cross steps or forward reaching cross steps. Get both directions there and make sure you get the same amount on each direction and each leg and each side. Once you get as many as you've done, you can take a break and reset. You can try other surfaces. A foam pad is going to be ideal for this, especially when you're starting out, because you want a foam pad that's going to be large enough, wide enough for you to be able to make at least that hip width stance and still be on an unstable but balanced with your center of gravity over that step there. If you're going to use a wobble board, a 360 wobble board might not be ideal unless you have two of them. You're going to the other wobble board and balancing on that to the next, so back and forth between wobble boards. Otherwise, you might want a wobble board that only maybe tilts forward and backward, at which point then you can maintain that center of balance when you're on the other side of the board trying to keep the board level and steady. Whichever one you're using, try to find a challenge that keeps you challenged, that feels difficult for you, but that you're not constantly hitting, like touching the ground, the other foot, and constantly having to reset yourself. You should be able to be just challenged enough to still be able to maintain your balance while you're wobbling around up here. And that might mean doing it on the floor, and that's perfectly okay. So you can start off just being on the floor, reaching that foot off over here. The nice thing about the floor is you can take this as far over as you want. You can actually just keep doing steps, crossing back and forth, reaching back and forth this way, each direction. You do a couple of them in a line. So find the challenge that's going to be right for you, but these are going to be your alternating cross-step balances, making sure you're getting forward and behind the leg cross steps.